there's several questions that are coming. Everybody wants to, Opal, they want to hear you say something. Could you talk about your career?
My career?
As a professional?
Everybody knows about my career.
Not everybody.
There's some people that would like to hear what, Opal has the stables in the summertime.
Right.
And can you tell a little bit about how you got started in that and
Well,
why you're still up?
I had about 2 horses, and it was pretty hard times in Red River those days, so I would rent them and I'd get 50 cents an hour. And maybe some days I'd make $1, maybe not. I'd spend about 15 cents of it for lunch. And so as the years went by, well, I was able to add to the horses, and now we have too many of them.
Her horses are the ones that are always in the water.
Lots of people came back that they rode the horses when they were little children. Now they're bringing their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren.
That's right.
Well, they used to pasture the horses down there on our property. And every evening, they'd turn the horses loose. And I don't know, you'd have about 30 horses or so. And it was a big event. All the horses
Lined up to
right
see
down
them.
the highway. You know, nobody after me, and he just took off. And everybody always felt that was really good because everybody turned out to watch the horses.
And they still do. They don't go very far now, but they still want to know when the horses are going to be.
Here's a project for the mayor and the town administrator that's here. We would like to see, since this is our 100th year, see those horses, if we could arrange it, go all the way through Main Street, all the way Think about it.
Opal, have your stables always been up here where they are now?
Yes.
Okay.
Not, well, there was just a little difference of where they are. For a few years, a fellow by the name of Bud Williams built a stable there, and he had it for a few years, and then he sold it to us, and he left. And my brothers, Bud and John, built the stable there. So it's been there all those many years.
Before Bud Williams had a stable there, we had a stable there. Just a little bit in front, just not very much though. So then
And
we...
you moved yours, isn't that right, Johnny?
Yeah, we sold that to Bud Williams when they bought it. I think, you know, the best times Red River before you had to worry about the law, you had to worry about taxes. You had to do about what you wanted. One day we were renting horses there, and I had 2 guys working for me. At that time there was lots of empty space in Red River. These bogs down here were all empty, a lot of grass. So the local people from West would turn their cattle and horses loose. They'd all come to Red River in the summertime. So we'd catch the cows and ride them, rodeo them every evening. So one day this guy had been out tavern all night, I guess, so he walked up to the place that morning and he was staggering along pretty good. He said, "I'd like to rent a horse." And I said, "Sure, we better get you." You don't know, he said, "He don't know. I want the wildest horse you have up there." He said, "I don't want one of these old plugs." I said, "Okay." I told one of the boys, "Well, I can run that stray that's been hanging around here." So he brought the horse in. We saddled him up for him and he climbed on him. Turned him out the gate. He made 2 jumps. He laid on his face with his hands, the elbow skinned up his chin. He got up and dusted off. He said, "Hey, I think you're right. You better give me a gentle horse." Nowadays you get sued for something like that.
What happened if anybody got sick in Red River? Did you just